Hey, Stan The Annuity Man here in a very snazzy Nike jacket with Stan The Annuity Man logo and a Stan The Annuity Man logoed hat. I know what you're saying. That's a little much over the top. Exactly. I just don't want you to forget who I am. And who am I? I'm America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. Now, enough about that, enough about me, let's talk about you. So the question is, what's the difference between a pension and an annuity? Is a pension the same as an annuity? We're going to go into that. Short answer, because you probably want the short answer, is there's not much difference. They're pretty much the same. They're both lifetime income guarantees, but let's dig further into that. So I'm going to go into this nice little musical interlude that's going to transition us to me walking toward a whiteboard, and then we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of pensions and annuities so you can understand what's out there. Here's the marker. Let's go to the whiteboard. So here we have your pension, if you're so fortunate to have one, and here is the annuity. And if we're talking about pensions and annuities, we're probably talking about single premium immediate annuities, which we'll just put SPIA, S-P-I-A. And what that is a lifetime income stream based on your life expectancy at the time you take the payment, but most people buy immediate annuities for immediate income. So let's just look at them side by side. Let's do a Benjamin Franklin look at this. I used to look like Benjamin Franklin about 50 pounds ago, long story short. So both have lifetime income guarantees, right? Now, that's great. So you can never outlive the lifetime income. Perfect. Now, who backs that? The pension, who backs that? The company that's backing it up. So the claims paying ability of that company is backing the pension. With the annuity, it's the carrier that's backing it and the state guarantee fund. I'll put state GF, state guarantee fund. If you want to know what that is for your state, go to this site, NOLHGA.com, to find what your state guarantee fund limitations are, or so you can, hey, structure it so that everything's covered, correct? So those are the two ways. Now, pensions and annuities, the other thing, typically pensions allow you to do either your life or joint life, and they have limited choices on how you can structure the payout, whereas annuities, unlimited. You can structure it any way you want, joint life, life only, life with cash refund, but pensions are typically limited on all of that. So that, I mean, they're kind of the same in that standpoint. Another thing you have to know about pensions, I got a call the other day from a guy that was getting a buyout from his company, but he was also getting offered a pension payout from the company. So they said, well, you can either have X amount lump sum, go do what you want, or you can have a pension payout, which is kind of an annuity payout. And he said, which one's better, Stan? I said, well, give me the number and we'll do a comparison quote. And if that happens to you, say, Stan, I'm getting this offer from my company, X amount per month. Can you quote all carriers and beat it? I'll tell you this, 90% or more of the time that we found in the past few years, the pension offer from the company is higher than the street offering, and you have to ask yourself why. Go ahead and say, why? Good question. The reason is companies, the claims paying ability is the company, but the company would rather pay you out for life than come up with a lump sum and send it to you. Does that make sense? So their income annuity quote, their immediate annuity quote is going to be higher than the street, and that just makes total sense. So keep that in mind when it comes to your pensions and annuities, which are pretty much the same thing. So we talked about pension and annuities kind of being the same thing. They're both lifetime income guarantees. Another correlation would be Social Security. So if you look at pensions, Social Security, and say single premium immediate annuities, they all pretty much function the same. The older you are, the higher the payment, because it's all based on life expectancy. All three will pay a lifetime income stream. Claims paying ability of Social Security is the government. Claims paying ability of the annuity is the carrier. Claims paying ability of the pension is the company that is backing up that payment. So from the standpoint of the pension, I think that's your true risk if you're looking at, should I take the pension payment as opposed to the annuity payment, look at the claims paying ability of that company. That doesn't mean that you need to panic, but you need to do your due diligence to make sure that you think that they might be there. A lot of these pensions that have been in place, you know, with acquisitions and things like that, there's been some bad situations where, you know, the companies have not just reneged on it or lowered. It's not perfect, but it doesn't happen a lot. If you're with a large company and a strong company, that company's probably going to fully back up that guarantee, because it's bad PR if they don't. And in the world that I live, where you buy an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do, and the will do is the contractual guarantee part, you're always looking for the highest contractual guarantee on the planet. And if the pension is offering that, as opposed to the quotes that you get from us quoting the street for annuities, then you have to choose that pension. So with that being said, always remember, will do, not might do. Okay, because we had talked about immediate annuities a lot, I would encourage you to go to this video. I'm pointing to this random place up here, and is what is a single premium immediate annuity. And the reason that correlates with what we've been talking about is that's the product that pensions are compared to. And a pension coming from a company is just like an immediate annuity payment coming from an annuity company. So it's probably good to take a look at that one as well. Do me a favor, subscribe to the Annuity Man YouTube channel. If you would, I'd really appreciate that. And for that, I'll send you the books that I've written for free and under no obligation. Either go to my site, stantheannuityman.com, and sign up there, or you can click the Show More Info button underneath the subscribe button, and you'll see a link that you can go to fill in your shipping information. No obligation, nobody's gonna call you or show up at your doorstep. I'll just send you the books. Thanks for joining me.